and every day. So I'll be tuned in and I'll be chatting. We know what's happening.
Hello. Good morning. Everyone, hold on one moment.
I'll be waiting for you to wake up, wake up, wake up. I'll be waiting for you to wake up, wake up, wake up. I'll be waiting for you to wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Okay, good morning, everyone. It is approximately 14 minutes after the hour of 7 today here on this glorious Throwback Thursday. You're here with the one and only place where you get your morning started, right? The Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up team. And I'm joined today by my co-host, Miss Miko. We have a great show for you today. We are going to get started with Senny Says and entertainment news, where I will let you know what's going on locally and nationally everywhere. So you guys definitely want to make sure you stick around for that to see what we have in store for you guys today. As always, we definitely want to make sure that you stay connected with us on all social media platforms. If you're watching us this morning, we are on YouTube Live. We are also on Facebook. Make sure you join our page, The Shawn Harvey Morning Show, featuring the Wake Up team, on Facebook, YouTube, or on Instagram. You can also find we have a page on TikTok. So we are everywhere. Definitely want to follow us as well. We're on iHeartRadio, Apple podcast platforms. Everywhere. We're distributed by Comedy World Net. Shout out to everyone out there who helps us distribute this show and make this show great. We appreciate you guys, and we appreciate all of you. So make sure you get your cup of tea or coffee, as Shawn would say, or your wine to get settled in for this morning. We have a great show for you today. Good morning, Miss Miko. How are you?
Good morning, Senny. I am a little bit under the weather with all this pollen. Allergies are crazy, but good morning to everyone. Good morning, Senny. Good morning, chat room. Good morning, all of our listeners. It's your girl, Miss Miko, on this Throwback Thursday, and I'll be bringing you front page news. No, you're going to bring front page news.
I'll be bringing the news, but I mean, if you have anything you want to throw in there, that's fine.
I have one or two things I may want to add, but I'll also be bringing you Miss Miko's tips right here, the only place on earth where you get your morning started right.
That's right. The only place where you get your morning started right. We are going to jump right into it. Please make sure if you come into the show, you share this on any social media or any platform you're a part of, or a friend or buddy that works somewhere that likes listening to shows. Definitely want to make sure you share it. That's what makes the show great, all of you. So we want to get as many people as we can seeing it. So we appreciate all you guys do regarding that. Now, Miss Miko says she's feeling a little under the weather. I'm feeling okay, but I did go out last night. Shout out to my girl Tara. It was her birthday on Tuesday, so we got an opportunity to go out. Yesterday we went out here in Bethlehem to the Apollo Grill. It was so good, you guys.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh, I
so
have to try that place.
Yes, if you've definitely never been there, definitely to go. If you all remember, we interviewed the general manager there, Jansen, a while ago. So he's a great guy, took care of us. We had a good night. So definitely make sure you guys go over there. If you do, make sure you let them know the Shawn Harvey Morning Show sent you. So we really appreciate that. But, as in my nature, I had a couple of drinks,
Senny was Sennying.
And then, one thing led to another, and I ended up in my bed. So it was, if you could say, a good night, but that has made my voice a little suspect, if you would say, to me go this morning. So that's just that, you guys. But I'm fine. I'm feeling good, and I'm ready for the day. I actually feel like, when you're younger, you can just drink and then get up and go to work. So that's kind of how I feel. So
well, that's a good feeling then.
Yeah, I feel good. I don't know if I'm still kind of a little tipsy, but I've been drinking plenty of water, so we'll see. I'm just gonna let it do what it do. So, now something came across me last night, and it had me thinking a lot, because I'm in a dating space right now, as I'm sure many of you are. I don't know. I feel like our Facebook chat room is a little 50-50. I feel like half of them are married and half of them are not, right?
Right.
So I guess put a 1 in the chat room if you are dating right now. Let me know. And people were discussing if it was rude. Okay. So let's say, I'm going to do this scenario. Let's say somebody likes you, but they know you, they're in close proximity to you. This is not somebody that's just maybe a coworker or something like that, or a neighbor, somebody that lives on your street or something like that. And if they like you, because I also feel that this, it's a little different for men and women, but if they like you and they approach you to say hey, I like you, is it rude if you tell them that you're not interested based on a certain physical appearance? If you say, you're just not my type. I usually date taller guys, and you don't fit that. Or, if you're a guy, I'd be like, I'm used to dealing with slimmer chicks, which at the same time, I feel like guys are more comfortable with saying that or saying things like that than I think, a female would, for, obvious reasons. But there was a lot of women, a lot of women are having this very, this very fiery energy lately. And they've been saying, no, I'm going to tell them right then and there how I feel about it. I'm not going to beat around the bush. So it had me thinking, because I don't know what other people are thinking out there. I don't know what you say, if it's rude, but to me, that is rude, because it doesn't even matter how you say it, because some people are like, oh, it's how you say it. No. I just feel like that's rude, because they can't help their physical appearance, right? So by you saying that, you're just trying to, what can they really do with that information? So that's why I feel like it's mean.
Right.
Am I wrong?
I don't think
Isn't
you're
it
wrong.
rude? Is it? I don't know if I could say that. I wouldn't have the guts to say that. And somebody was like, oh, aren't you a Scorpio? And I'm like, what does my zodiac sign have to do with telling somebody, that I'm not going to date you based on your physical appearance? Because I feel like, and some people say, well, that's my preference. I like what I like. Right. But liking what you like is not indicative of how a person is going to treat you. So for me, I just feel like it's rude. I don't know. Maybe I'm alone on my island.
You're saying if you met a man that you're not physically attracted to, and no matter what, you just can't get it going. Your little friend down there won't jump. You won't tell him, like, I
Right.
think we should be friends, bro. You won't bro him?
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. I would say something else. I wouldn't necessarily say, I usually date guys that are more fit, and you don't fit that description. So I think I'm going to head on out.
I'm going to exit stage left.
I don't think that there could be. I would say something else. I would say something like, I'm not dating right now, or because if somebody genuinely came up to me and tried to like kick it to me, not no like cat calling on the street or no excuse me miss, you got a second, like just like genuinely tried to kick it to me, that takes a lot of courage. I don't think people know, because I've approached a guy before, and like, you guys know, my armpits were sweating. I was like so nervous. So I can imagine for guys, it's the same thing, especially if you're approaching a woman with, her friends around. There's a lot of pressure there. So if you're able to do that, that takes a lot of courage. Okay, I'm going to talk to you, because for me, I haven't had too much, great experiences dating what I like. I mean, I don't really date. I don't think I really have an aesthetic, I mean, I do like, like that, like, that like New York thug look. Like, I like that,
Not
but
the
I know
thug.
that's not for
the
me.
thug.
Put on a fitted, some nice sneakers, got a little chain. Tamiko, it just does it for me with that New York accent. Ugh, I can't. Anyways, I'm not going to think about it right now. It's getting me excited. But that is, I guess that you would say that is like the aesthetic that I would appeal to. But I'm more evolved now, and I can be open-minded to other aesthetics, other people. And I would genuinely give them a try. Now, most people are going to, cancel themselves out anyway. Either, they're not going to be consistent or blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, I'm going to give them a try. And then I will let them know, basically based off of this or that I don't like you. Or, maybe I'll just give you my number and just not answer any of your texts. I don't know.
So why give the number?
I know. I mean, maybe I won't, but I would try and say something else. I'm not going to disqualify you off your looks. I'm not going to say it. Even if I think it, I won't say it. I can't take that on my heart. Have you ever told anybody that? Tamiko, like, you're too short for me, or I normally didn't.
No, I'm just not even entertaining the situation.
Right.
Yeah, I just won't. And a lot of people say, well, you block your blessings. Probably was a really nice person, blah, blah, blah. But back then when I was single, if I didn't like you, I didn't like you.
Right.
That's just it.
You would just not say anything.
Yeah, we're not going to be bro, because we can't be bro if you really like me.
Right.
It's going to end messy.
We can't really be friends.
Yeah, it's going to be messy.
So it's a no for Tamiko. I don't know. There were some people in these internet streets. They were saying all types of stuff. I was like, oh my gosh, this is why people are out here broken, upset. And then people wonder why people are getting their appearance changed.
Right.
Maybe they heard. You guys want to hear what happened to me?
Yeah, of course. What happened?
Okay. I guess I have a little story time. And we
Story
like to
time with
divulge
Senny,
in.
guys.
So this guy reached out to me online. Somebody who's, kind of a friend, like an old acquaintance. Okay. I wonder if they're listening right now. Probably not. And he had said to me that he was, Tamiko, can you try and put that comment in the chat?
I can't do it, no.
Can you do it again, and then I'll just pin it when it comes up for me?
Oh, okay, no problem.
Sorry about that, guys. So, sorry about that. So he reached out to me, and it was by rare coincidence that he popped up on my Messenger, because y'all know I do not check Messenger. I don't go in there. If you need to reach me, you're better off trying to write on my wall or something, okay? And tell me to check there or whatever, okay? So I see the message, and so I'm like, oh, okay, like, hey, how are you? Keeping it real friendly. And he decided to keep it he decided to go straight for the gusto, like, oh, you're noticing me now. I tried to talk to you before, and you didn't, you brushed me off with like the friend thing. And I'm like, brush you off? Like, I don't know. I was like, were you flirting? Were you interested in me? Because, I didn't realize. So whatever. We go about our business. He calls me. He FaceTimes me at like, what was it? Like 8 o'clock at night, right? And we're on the phone talking on this FaceTime for a few hours, right?
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. So it was like really fun. And then, he was like, oh, because he lives, I'm not even going to say where he lives. He just lives like a little bit away from here, right?
He lives around.
He lives around, but not too far. But it's like at least a couple hours drive, right?
Okay.
And he was like, oh, I'm going to be in that area anyway. So how about, I come to meet you and we can meet up, like hang out or something. So I'm like, okay, that would be fun. Whatever. Now, okay, that's great. We have plans. So then the next day comes, it's all the good mornings and everything like that. And I'm getting ready to go out. So I'm getting ready. And he's on the FaceTime with me as I'm getting ready. I was pretty much already done. I was just like putting the finishing touches, earrings, putting on mascara, whatever.
Kareem Williams says, Senny, speed it up. Kareem, that's rude.
I'm trying to set up the situation for you. So while I'm getting ready, he says, because he's looking at me, he goes, you should probably straighten your hair when we meet up.
What? He said what?
He said, you should probably straighten your hair before we meet up. So, sorry, Tamika, I didn't mean to get you with that gulp right there. It looked good. So, I was like, you don't like natural hair? He was like, nah, not really. And he was like, but you can't blame me for my preference.
I respect them.
And I said, you right. You got it. You for sure right. For sure. I was like, but I'm going to finish getting ready, so I'll hit you back.
Oh, now you want to get off the phone? You don't want to FaceTime while you get ready no more?
No, because I was done with the conversation and him. Okay? And mind you, when we were on the FaceTime those 2 hours before, he's like walking around showing me his house or whatever. And he has like all these art paintings on the wall. Those like African art paintings with like the man and the woman together, and she has like a fro and like all this stuff. So to me, I was a little taken aback. I was like, really, bro? Okay. So I was like, okay, I'm not dealing with this guy, right? But I felt like I should tell him how I felt about the situation because I'm not seeing you. And this was kind of like somebody that was, in a little proximity to the show and stuff like that. So, I wanted to keep it cordial because next thing you know, it's all type of rumors about, oh, Senny J's this, blah, blah, blah. So I just, kept, I'm just going to be respectful because normally, bro, you would have just been blocked and I wouldn't have said nothing to you. So I would have said nothing to you.
How did the situation end, Senny?
I just told him, I was like, I totally understand where you were coming from, but by you saying that, you're obviously not attracted to me. I do wear my hair in other ways, but natural is my most preferred state, and that's what I do. So you obviously don't like that, and I wouldn't feel comfortable continuing on because I feel like anytime I would wear my hair like this, you wouldn't like it. So what's the point, right? I said it a little bit better than that, but that's the gist of it, for Kareem Williams. So he gonna flip it on me and be like, oh, then he's going to say, I was just joking. You took that little thing mad serious. Come on. We're bigger than that, but whatever. And I was like,
oh, wow.
Right.
He was offended.
Right.
He was very offended. Okay.
Do you see this?
Yeah.
And
okay.
So then I responded with a voice note because I'm like, maybe it was the way I texted it. Maybe it was what I said. So I reiterated. I said, if it was intended as a joke, I didn't really get that vibe. Considering, somebody's calling. Let me see. Hold on a second, you guys. Hello. Oh, okay. Hey, Beanie.
Senny,
Hold
we
on
got
a second.
call. Oh,
Yes, we have a couple of calls coming in. Hold on one moment. Good morning, Beanie.
hello.
This is Vanetta.
Oh, sorry, Beanie was
Vanetta,
calling.
good morning, Vanetta.
Beanie, call back. Oh, wait, hold on a second, Vanetta. Beanie, call back. 2 calls were coming in at one time, and Vanetta won out. Hold on.
Call us back, Beanie.
I'm in your phone.
No, yeah, 2 calls were coming in. Hey, Vanetta, ambassador of the chat room.
Morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Ladies, take over. I love it.
Yes. Oh, wait, hold on, Vanetta. Hold on. I'm going to hold it. Hold on, Beanie, 1 second. Okay.
You know, Beanie
I think
at
I'm
work.
doing it. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay, Vanetta, go ahead.
Okay, yeah. No, I just wanted to call in about this.
Go ahead, Vanetta.
First of all, yeah, that whole situation was crazy, but you already know about that. But I just feel like a lot of times, first of all, that person in particular, he knows you always wear your hair natural. So I don't even know, like, to me, he should have already known that. So I don't know why all of a sudden he wants to come in and kind of, impress upon you what he prefers. He should have never reached out. He knows you always wear your hair natural. That's the first thing, And the second thing is, like, men a lot of times always want us women to show up our best all the time.
I agree.
But that's not necessarily what, I'm not going to say what we want to do, but it's like they always want to try to curtail our look to what they prefer. Then those are the women you should be dating.
Right.
We always are held to such a high standard, but these men don't be out here making sure that they're together.
You absolutely right about that, girl.
I agree with you, Vanetta. I definitely agree with you.
Sometimes they be looking scruffy. Sometimes their clothes don't be neatly pressed or whatever the situation is. And it does put a lot of pressure on us women, especially the ones that are out here actively dating, because, we don't feel necessarily safe in those spaces to always be ourselves. Then you're going to get me like you get me. That's it.
Right, and you're absolutely right, Vanetta. And you know what? A part of me, that's why I got off the phone with him, because I did feel a little bad. It hits a little bit, when there's insecurities. But I had to redirect that energy, because I was like, well, you know what? That's just not for you. You want me to go out here and, because, bro, it's not just straightening my hair. It's going to frizz up, okay?
Right.
I'm going to have to go get a wig installed, go do all this. But then again, y'all want to scream at the top of your lungs that you love natural women. You got all these pictures on your wall. But you know what I'm saying? And then you want to say things like that and then say, oh, it's a joke. When it's me. It wasn't a joke, and I'm calling you out on it. And now you mad? It was very crazy. But no, Vanetta, you are.
And he had about 14 red flags anyway. So I'm glad that
you're right. But hey, I was trying. Red flags to me are warnings. However,
A red flag is a red flag. Red means stop. So I see a red flag, I'm stopping.
I was trying to look past that, but see, you cancel yourself out anyway. People always show themselves.
Always. And believe it when they show themselves.
Right.
Believe it.
We definitely have to stay true to ourselves. Of course, we have to show up looking our best because we want to do that for ourselves anyway. But at the same time, we cannot, compromise how we feel or how we look for any man. Not at this day and time.
That's right. And Vanetta, I did look my best with my hair. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Let me out.
But
I know you big girl.
I was being me, and we have to be comfortable being ourselves because everything's expensive out here. But no, thank you, Vanetta. I'm gonna switch the call.
Have a good day, ladies.
Thanks for calling, Vanetta. Have a good day.
Vanetta always coming through with the jewels.
Always. We had Beanie in the other line?
Yes. Beanie, are you there, girl?
I am.
Good morning, Beanie.
How are you?
I'm good. First of all, yes, Vanetta. Yes, girl. Okay, everything you said I was going to say, but yes. But let me tell you something. I wear glasses, right? So sometimes red flags look like hearts to me. I'm saying, but
She said, wait, you said what look like hearts to you?
No, that's a joke. But no, I usually pick the bad guy because I don't know there is something intriguing about them. However, the truth is the truth, and men give me PTSD for real because we
You are a
go
mess.
all out of our ways to trying to please them, do this. Like, this is why so many girls could say what they want about, oh, I get body enhancements for me. Yeah, maybe sometimes, yeah. But most times it's because you want that attention. You're looking for that attention from the opposite sex to say, oh, she got a fatty. So we go through all these extremities for these men. And these be the same ones who don't get pedicures, who ain't been to the doctor, who don't get their teeth done. None of this, who don't wear good smelling cologne. Like, we go through all these extremities for these men.
I agree.
And they give us the bare minimum. I was literally just having this conversation yesterday. Like, we need to stop and we need to say what we want, what we don't want, what we like, what we don't like, because we end up in something where we just like, girl, to our homegirls, like, girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, no, like, for instance, I'm not going to say out loud, but Miko, you know.
Oh, my goodness.
You know, I want to know too, Beanie. I want to know
I've been
too.
texting
But go ahead.
somebody
Okay.
for a little minute, right? But, like, I want to put the voice to the face. Like, he ain't called yet, but he texts every day.
What?
Every day.
Did you meet him online?
No,
Say
she
that
didn't.
again?
Did you meet him online?
No.
Okay. You met him in person?
It was kind of a matchmaking thing.
Oh, okay. That's cool. But you guys haven't physically met in person yet.
We haven't physically met.
Or
we
spoke
haven't
on the phone.
Yet, right? And then I have another little friend that texts every day, but at least once in a while he'll call and say, I just want to hear your voice. See, that's cute. So he keeps me intrigued. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit.
Are you going to try? Would you call him?
See, my thing is, when I got the word was, my people said you ain't reach out yet, so I reached out, which means, Peoples, you was waiting for me to reach out, so now, Peoples, I told you I want to hear your voice. Peoples, you did say I have you, and you ain't called yet.
Right.
No, I'm not calling you.
Yeah. Beanie, you're right. You're 100%.
I mean, that is true, because it's like, I don't know what it is with the texting. I can text like sometimes, but I'm more verbal. I would prefer talking on the phone. So when guys want to text me all the time, I'm like, what is this about?
What are you hiding, sir?
And I get that, but see,
I know some people like it.
Sometimes I'm like, I don't know, I probably got Adele ADD or something. I don't know. Like, I get so bored it turns off like at a drop of a dime, like a light switch. So it's like first we're texting. If your texting conversation is good, then I don't mind having a conversation with you. But I hate the what you're doing or the everyday good morning beautiful. And that's cute. Oh, thank you. But
Grand Rising Queen.
Right, the Grand Rising Queen. But how long have you guys been in this texting situation?
Since what? I guess a month or two now, a month and a half.
It's been about 6 weeks.
Girl.
Yeah.
Right. So I give the
6
cute
weeks.
good mornings because it's okay, whatever. But whatever. Like, I'm not pressed. I'm not whatever. It's good morning. Okay, good morning.
So
Whatever.
are you at the point where you're trying to cut it off, or you just like, how long do you think this is gonna go on?
So this is
I'm
why
intrigued.
I said let's do the speed dating thing, because I entertain forever. Whatever. I mean, we don't see each other face to face. I don't care. Like, my phone is dry, so a good morning text means absolutely nothing to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I am I like my bed, so it don't really matter to me what's going on. But the moment if he press a little harder, then maybe. But I entertain you forever. I don't care. That's nothing to me. That means absolutely nothing. There's no feelings attached. There's nothing involved. I don't care about that. But I am bored. Yeah, I'm bored. So you gotta come a little harder. And he's a good looking man. He's very good looking. I'm like, wow, but yeah.
No, well, I totally get it. Would you ever, or have you ever dismissed a guy and told him why based off of his physical appearance? Like, you're just not tall enough for me?
Yeah, because I'm a IDAGF person,
Oh, yeah.
So, and I didn't used to be. I used to always care about people's feelings. Like, I feel bad. But people, they don't be feeling bad. Like,
They
when guys will
absolutely
see your
don't.
feet, if they not pretty, you got dogs. Like, men will say whatever they want to
Yeah.
say. Like, just like the guy told you, straighten your hair.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, men will say whatever they want to say to us. So, yes, now I'm just on some, No, thank you. You a little too short for me. Or no, I like them a little bigger. Or, I'll say it. I don't care.
Beanie is on demon time.
Yeah.
Always.
Well, okay. I mean, maybe I'll try it. Like, my armpits are sweating just thinking about it. It's giving me so much anxiety. But maybe because, I mean, the way that guy said it to me was like, no problem. Like, yeah, do that.
Right.
Like,
Exactly.
very much like, all that energy. So,
Listen, it got to give what it's supposed to give, or it ain't going to be nothing at all. This ain't this and that ain't that. Point blank in the period.
Okay, girl. Well, you guys heard it straight from Beanie. You need to let these people know what's going on. And
yeah, I just wanted to say my little 2 cents. That's my little 2 cents of the day because you can't type as fast as y'all be talking. So
no problem. We appreciate it. Thank you for calling.
all right, y'all have a good day.
Have a good day, Beanie.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, Senny, I totally agree with Beanie and Vanetta.
Beanie, now I got your number now. I'm going to save it, girl.
I totally agree with Beanie and Vanetta. Because, when I don't meet men because I'm a married woman.
She married.
But when I was dating many, many, many moons ago, many moons ago.
And thank God, Tamiko, because it's crazy out here.
It's crazy. I took men for what they were, the way they take women for what they are. If they want a slim woman, they go to slim woman. They're not gonna be like, oh, she's thick, but I'll work with her. She'll be slim. No, they'll be like, she's too thick. I don't like her. Or she's too skinny. I want someone thick. So when I started dating, I was like, okay, he got to be 6'2". He got to do this. He had to be that. And when I met my husband, he was everything I wanted him to be. I didn't say, oh, maybe he's going to grow a little bit, or maybe he's going to do this, or I'm going to work with him to get him where I need him to be financially. I took him for what he was. And if he wasn't that, I didn't want to be bothered. Right. So I totally agree with being honest and upfront with people, even if you're not attracted.
I guess I just have a long road ahead of me because I'm over here. But no, we'll see. But I don't even really get approached that much. So, I don't.
Really?
I don't.
When you come down to the hookah lounge, to the Indigo,
I know.
Senny be on one, y'all, when she come party.
I know.
And they holler. They be hollering at Miss Senny J.
No, I just, it's hard. It's hard out here, but that's why I do like to go out, because you put yourself in these different spaces and you get to meet different people. Are there any men in the chat room saying anything about all of this? Because I know the women got something to say.
Yes.
But, if a man has any type of perspective on this, do they?
Kareem Williams said, you can't blame men for putting pressure on women to beautify yourself. That's other applying that pressure and social media. So he's saying basically social media and other people applying that pressure. You can't put that on men.
I guess I can hear where you're coming from. Hold on a second. We're getting another call. I hear that. Hold on a second. Good morning. Oh. Hey, it's Amir Sealy.
Good morning, Amir Sealy. How are you?
Can you hear us?
Good morning. How you ladies doing?
We're doing great. How are you?
I'm good. I can't complain. I'm chimed in and tuning in this morning, listening to this wonderful conversation. And it's funny because I had something similar to this yesterday on somebody's live. Vanetta George was in the live. But long story short, B-Love had a conversation with another gentleman yesterday about the same exact thing. I think, to be fair to both sides, everybody is trying to, obviously have their preferences or their standards met. Mm-hmm. We'll use those two words. The reality of it all, though, is, and I say this all the time, with standards and with preferences, where we may fall short is if and when you don't meet those, then what do? And the analogy I always use is, and this goes for both men and women. Let's just say, for you ladies, tulips is your favorite flower. And all of a sudden, one day, God got rid of tulips. You're going to hate roses. You're going to hate daffodils. You're going to hate other flowers. You never know what's coming in what packaging. Okay. Hopefully, you can find something that, again, works to your liking, tweak it and all that stuff. I think we got to stop saying that as well. It's your job to be the best version of you so that whoever and whatever you encounter appreciates that. Our problem is we've been duped into believing that our job is to meet other people's ideologies of us, or to meet other people's standards and perceptions. And that's not what your job is. Your job is to be the best and the greatest version of you that you could be, so that then the rest of the world or whoever's trying to catch up to you can catch up to that. Because if you do it the other way around, there's always going to be that part of you that has some reservation or is pissed at whoever has made you come out of character to be more acceptable to them. If you just be the greatest you that you can be, and say to yourself, that's as good as it gets, or that's where you willing, that's what you're willing to do, then the rest of the world has to catch up. And I think that we've again been duped into believing that, because we say wonderful stuff like a great woman will make you change and be no, he was already an idiot, or he was already going to be what he was going to be before he met you. Now, if you could deal with whatever idiotic things he does, then cool. Same thing for men. If she has certain quirks about her that you do or don't like, then you got to factor that in. Does that work for me? No, it doesn't work for me. Then I'll keep it pushing. But we got to stop telling each other and giving each other bad advice and saying, fun things like, he or she will change for you if they really cared. No, they're not. They pretty much set who the hell they was. They got set at like 5 or 6, but nobody pays attention to that. So then we wait till you get to be older and we go, you're going to be different. No, you were retarded when you were 5 or 6. We just didn't pay attention to the signs. But it is what it is. I'm saying that jokingly. But I'm just saying we have to factor those things in, or we should factor those things. You don't have to do anything, but you should factor those things in. So that was my 2 cents that I wanted to add to this wonderful conversation this morning. And you guys are doing a great job too, by the way. So,
thank you, Amir.
Thank you, Amir.
We appreciate that. Have you personally pumped the brakes on a woman and told her it's because due to her physical appearance?
I actually haven't. I happen to be one of those people. And again, like I said, this has been me since I was young. I always adapted to the situation because I realized that sometimes there were things about the opposite sex, at least for me, that have played a role into why I like this person. So one young lady, it could have been her eyes. Another young lady, it could have been her hair. Another young lady, it could have been her legs. So for me, the situation differs for me personally. I can't speak for anybody else, but that's always been how it worked in my brain, because I realized that, trying to say need to be a certain height, need to look a certain weight. And, look, it's hard to find all that kind of packaging. So sometimes you got to mix and match. You remember when you was a kid and you played with Barbi?
Right.
One day she had the car, and then the next day she had the camper. You wasn't going to stay with that car all the time. You took it to the camper, or you took it to the house, whatever. Same thing for men and women. We got to stop with the, I got this beautiful checklist. And I say this, not to offend anybody, but this is also why so many of us are in the states that we're in, which is single, because you got this beautiful checklist that you can't get all the things off your checklist. So now you left looking here like at this checklist. You might have to mix and match some stuff. He got to whatever, or she has to whatever.
Amir,
figure it out.
Are you saying
stop
that
beating ourselves up and saying because it didn't do all of these things? Now I'm not saying they.
Amir.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Were you done? I thought you caught out real quick.
Yeah, I was going to say but I'm not saying to anybody who's listening to just date somebody who you see all the red flags, that they're crazy and all these things. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is sometimes, in order to get what you're looking for, you may have to mix and match some things, and it's okay. You did it when you used to dress. Some of y'all go back and look at them grade school pictures. Some of them hairdos in that outfit really matched.
I'm weak.
But you guys, tell me that it's a part of the process. But we got to stop beating ourselves up and acting like it's not a part of the process to me. But that's just me. Like I said, giving my 2 cents.
Miss Mika, you have a question? For a minute?
I lost my train of thought. I did have a question.
She was going to get you. She had a question.
I sure was.
But no. No, well, Amir, I always appreciate your perspective, and you're kind of like me. I'm like that. I don't think I'm not going to disqualify you just based off your looks right quick. I mean, you do have to be, a little eye-pleasing to me, so I can have a conversation with you. But most people are not like that hideous that you can't even talk to them. So, height and weight and other things like that is definitely a non-factor. So I appreciate you, Amir.
Appreciate you ladies too. Happy Thursday to everybody.
Yes.
You guys have a wonderful day. and speak to y'all soon.
Okay,
Bye,
yes,
Amir. Thanks for
thank you.
calling. Now-
And yes, shout out to B Love. I didn't even know you had this conversation yesterday, girl. I'm gonna have to go back and catch y'all replay.
it
Make sure
out.
you guys catch out B Love Wednesday nights, I believe at 6 p.m. on IG Live, LGL Real Talk. She'll be talking that real talk. So I appreciate Amir for letting me know that and saying that, which is, I mean, I guess it's refreshing. I want to hear from like somebody like Prentice Cox. You know what I'm
Princess
saying?
hasn't said anything, but Boog BX said, I often say a lot of women are out here trying to impress other women because some of the extremes they go through can't possibly be to impress a man. I told him that's not true because I personally know one or two people that have had body enhancement surgeries to keep their man's attention.
Yeah,
I
Boog,
absolutely- I know two
you
people that have
lie.
done that.
Like, my thing is, are you having how I mean, it's crazy to me how that is your experience, that people actually think that a lot of women are doing stuff for other women. To me, and I've always said this on here, you know, all of us, I think, do little things to make ourselves attractive to the opposite sex, especially with something as, I feel like it's sensitive to Black women right now, or always, you know, when you talk about their hair. And there's also been a lot of correlations of natural hair and being unkempt and it doesn't look good. No, when you wear natural hair, when I go out, I style it, I have it looking nice, you know, moist, everything that it's supposed to be
Not
giving.
moist.
You know what I mean? So I don't think that it's not a kempt look, but again, it's that retraining of the mind that, oh, well, in order for me to look good, I gotta have, you know, 15 bundles in my hair and, you know, all this and this Coke bottle body and all this other stuff. And I don't think that guys realize that subconsciously that this is what you go after, or this is what you prefer, or this is what you would like. And see how it comes off. I mean, I don't think why are people going out and doing all of this if it's not enjoyed by someone? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
The makeup industry is $1 billion industry. You think women like getting waxed and shaving and, you know, waist training and, you know, dyeing hair and doing all, like, you think that's fun? I mean, yes, some people like to do other, you know, like to do it, you know, personally for themselves, but I think we all know what the real deal is. So definitely, you guys definitely, you know, continue to let us know in the comments, or give us some tips about what to say instead of.
Lakeisha Berglund said, in my opinion, people need to stop expecting things from others if they don't have that to offer. Say it again for the people in the back, Lakeisha. I agree. Say it again.
Yes, that is true. Yeah, I think that you should have or be close to what you're requiring of somebody else.
Right.
But I mean, if you're a woman and you like tall guys, you can't make yourself taller. But, you know, I mean, I don't know. I think it's a slippery slope, and I think that people should be more open-minded, or at least, I mean, I just think it can just hit people's self-esteem. I don't want to be the one to tell a guy, oh, you're a little too big for me. I like, you know, more buffer guys, slimmer guys.
Big.
You know what I'm saying?
Pause on a little big.
Right. I don't want to say that, and then, you know, I was like the umpteenth woman that told him that, and then now he's, you know, taking himself out, and I can't have that on my conscience. You don't know, it stings a little when you hit on somebody's insecurities, because probably the thing that you don't like is probably what they've been fighting against. You know, I know, and I hear this a lot from men that are shorter, you know, that are like 5'5", 5'7". Every woman wants 6'2", dark skin, da 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 da. Oh, we have a caller. Hold on one second. Hello.
Danielle, guys.
Yes, this is Danielle. Good morning, friend.
Good morning, Danielle.
How are you?
Great. How are you, girl?
Good. I came on the tail end of Vanetta's, heard all of Beanie, heard all of Mr. Seeley's comment. Who did something to you, Senny? What they said to you?
He said.
What somebody said to you? What some guy said to you? Real quick.
He said we were going to meet up, and he said that I should straighten my hair before I meet up with him.
Go to hell. Go to hell.
Directly.
Your mother go to hell too. Okay? Excuse me? Straighten my hair.
Mm-hmm.
Are you coming top tier, sir? See, this is what I'm talking about. Are you coming top tier, sir? You had the audacity and the unmitigated gall to say that to me and say I was playing. But as soon as I would have straightened my hair, you would have said it looked nice. Or you would have did the narcissistic thing and said, "Why you straightening your hair? I was just playing." Red flag.
And that's exactly. Didn't he say that? He was just playing.
Clown.
He did say that.
All I see is a clown with a big red nose. That's the flag for me. It's the big red nose.
He sure did say that.
Danielle.
Wrangling Brothers and Universal Soul Circus. That's what I'm seeing right now. I don't like it.
Now, Danielle, you are, and I appreciate that, Danielle, because that's exactly what I thought in my head. I mean, first my ego was a little hit, but then I was like, no, like, it's you, bro. Like, how dare you even, I was like, how dare him even fix his mouth to say that to me?
I remember telling a guy who, to me, I didn't like his upkeep. I didn't like how everything was. And I'm not here to change a grown person. And so he just wasn't getting the hint. And I had to dismiss myself from the getting to know each other phase. And I sent him a text. And it was a text in love. I say that because I didn't cuss at him. I didn't call him out his name. But I just simply said stuff was not cohesive. You know, you like Beanie said, you got to smell good. Your clothes got to be put together. You can't be half-assed and then expect me to be top tier. I can't hold the weight.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Absolutely.
We cannot.
I agree 100%, Danielle.
Danielle, have you ever told a guy, like, his appearance is why you weren't going to talk to him?
Yes. The guy I just talked about.
Oh.
He came to me, when we met up, the outfit was dusty, and it was a casual meetup, and I was put together. He was dusty. I gave him another try, dusty again. Never smelled like any type of cologne. I cannot stand that. You got to smell like something. I don't care if it's Axe or Old Spice. Please smell like something, please.
But know what?
It doesn't even have to be expensive. Make yourself smell good. Keep your appearance. And he told me this, and I'll never forget. He said he only gets a haircut when he's in relationships. Good night.
What? Oh no. Oh no.
And I put up the church finger, and I exited stage last. No.
Yeah, bra bugging.
No.
Yeah, that's a bit too much.
You think I'm gonna upkeep me, and you not gonna upkeep yourself? Oh no. Mm-mm. No bueno.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe he said that. But to the, what was I gonna say? I mean, but that is something though that he could change. Like, and also I think
he wasn't willing to. And my thing was, at the age that we are, why do I have to, as a grown woman, tell a grown man what to do? If you've been out of the dating game and the dating pool that long, then get some refresher tips. But don't come out here thinking we supposed to accept you looking dusty and we supposed to be fresh to death. I don't like that.
Some of them, that's exactly what they expect.
And I think that, I hope that whoever he talks to or finds later, he looks a little better. But I wasn't going to wait for that change because you're grown, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Right. No, absolutely. And that is, you gave him the feedback that needed to be gave. Like, sir, the way that you're dating right now, it's giving very much, poor and
poor hygiene.
And poor hygiene. And I just can't. I'm not trying to live that life with you.
Yeah, I don't.
And the fact and that you didn't even want to put the energy to put your best foot forward. What does that say about you?
Right.
Disrespectful. Because what you think that's what I deserve? No.
Right.
No, sir.
Right. No, we're not doing that.
Well, I love that, Danielle. I'm gonna be adopting this. I need to, let these men know what it is right up front.
Yeah, no, you have to. And you don't have to say it nasty. It's things that I ask about. I'll this morning I took vitamin How much water do you drink? You know, I'm asking these questions because I need to know.
She said, do you
wanna
take
live or die?
vitamins?
I don't know if
Do you
how
eat
your
mangoes?
diet is or you got diabetes, you got high blood pressure. Because listen, don't die on my watch.
Right.
Right, especially our Black brothers in the community.
And then don't get with us at the age you are, and then expect us to take care of you in all of your ailments and stuff. Like I'm trying to be a better person for me. I ain't trying to be a better person for nobody else. Now, if you don't want to do that for yourself, that's on you.
I don't know what to tell you,
Don't
bro.
come like you the package and the cat's meow when you really are the trash truck.
That's right. And because Danielle be in that gym, baby. So
Period.
I mean, not even just the gym, just trying to take care. I don't want to be, I've always said this, I don't want to be a burden for someone else.
Yeah.
I want to take care of me as long as I can take care of me. So, you know, I don't want to be that I got to be like 15 medications and can you take me to the store to get them? No, I'm cool.
Danielle's like, you can walk over there and get them. No,
Right.
Oh, thank you so much
Right.
for that, Danielle. I really
You're
appreciate
welcome. Yeah, and I mean, and sometimes you got even if you don't want to talk about, you know, with that guy, what happened, I would have sent him. I would have shot him a message later, like, you know what, I really felt some type of way, and explain why I did. And sometimes the trash takes itself out after you do these things. So
Yeah, Danielle, girl, I did send him a nice message and followed it up with a voice note because when I sent him the nice message, because I was like, you know, I mean, I understand you were trying to say it came off as a joke, but, you know, whatever. And he, like, got offended. He said I was too sensitive and I must not be the right one for him if I'm going to take that little stuff so seriously.
He wasn't sensitive. That wasn't a joke, sir.
No,
That
he
wasn't a
meant
joke.
it.
You meant every word of it.
He did.
Yep.
You meant every word of it, and you tried to say it jokingly. Those are the type of people that say stuff like nice, nasty,
Right.
and act like, what do you mean? What? I didn't
Passive
mean it
aggressive.
that way. You know exactly what you meant. But
Right. And I'm
you sound like a hurt. You sound corny. I don't like it.
Danielle said, go to hell.
With gasoline drawers on.
That's what I should have said to him when he said that and just hung up. Ooh, if I could rewind time.
Go to hell is my go-to. Go to hell. Okay.
And you say it so good, Danielle. You need to put that on a shirt. I think it might be a little abrasive, but I think it fits.
When I say go to hell, I think of Dorothy from the Golden Girls. She don't give a damn. She don't go to hell.
I love it. I'm
I
going to say.
love you guys. You guys are doing a great job.
Thank
Oh,
you,
thank
Danielle.
you so much.
Thank you for calling in.
Yes.
And tell me, where's Mr. Harvey at? He said,
No, he did get his COVID test. He's doing fine. He just had some additional running around to do today and tomorrow too.
Like my mother said, oh, Dick.
No, but you could still put the prayer emojis. His voice, you know, he be
I'm
screaming.
going to pray his strength.
All the time, yeah.
Thanks, Danielle.
Put him on the prayer line.
Yes, put him on the prayer line,
Thank you
please.
guys.
Bye,
Bye.
Danielle. Thanks for calling.
Oh my gosh, I
So-
love Danielle.
Kareem Williams says, men die and risk their lives every day for women. Men sell drugs to get money to attract women. Rappers and ball players do the most to attract women. Believe me, everything we do, it's the thought of a woman involved. So he's
Kareem!
saying this works both ways. Kareem
Kareem!
said, look.
Kareem, go to hell. No. No, Kareem, I'm just joking. But I mean, okay. I mean, if you want to say that men do everything for women, okay. Okay. I mean, that's your perspective. I mean, I don't think, you know, again, leading with money, I don't think that's, you know, for women. What else are you coming with? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these women out here right now, they got their own money.
But a lot of these women, they want that money.
I mean,
think
that's
it's
true
a
too.
generational thing.
That's why you just have to go with what's for you, you know? People make so many generalizations, and I can see it from both sides, you know, because let me tell you, if y'all are not watching Paternity Court, go to YouTube. Because let me tell you, I used to ride really hard for my women. Oh, because it is all in your proximity. Because you know, everybody always want to say, oh, well, I know my brother-in-law, he got by this woman and da-da-da, and somebody else has another story. And so all these stories cumulate and it forms your opinion on things. But when you actually go out, have conversations with other people, go outside of your box and go with an open mind to see what the other side is dealing with. It is a really big eye opener. When I be watching Paternity Court and I see these women and they are like, some man died. I was watching one last night. This guy died. He paid child support for 19 years. And the girl that thought that was her father, it wasn't her father.
That's horrible.
Scandalous. And the mom was just standing there right there like nothing. Like she knew the whole time that this man wasn't the father. And she didn't care.
That's messed
It
up.
was very, very messed up. Not just for the kid, but the guy had other kids that were there to support the girl that was trying to find out her DNA. So it's like that woman took money from that guy's family for all those years for his kids, and now he's dead. They can't get it. Like, so I get it. I get it. There's atrocities that happen on both sides, but I think if everybody just deals with your situation accordingly, have some tact, and give people a little grace, don't be so superficial. But I don't think that you should settle either. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think it's just a little bit of both. I mean, it's hard to make a decision, but I think if somebody is making a genuine effort, what is the harm in just seeing what they have to say? You know what I'm saying? Be like Beanie Green. Have a little time.
I got all the time.
She got all the time to entertain. It's just a little text. It ain't nothing. I'll answer it or I might not.
Right.
Whatever. I'm bored. Be like Beanie. Be a little bored. Have a little time. So, I appreciate you guys for that. All the people that have called in. This is a great topic. Definitely gave me some more insight. We are going to switch gears a little bit. Miko, do you have your tips ready, or do you need a little second?
I do have some tips. Are we going to take a break? Ready, but I'll wait for the breaks. We get my tips out for
we have
y'all.
a little bit of we're doing a little bit of format changes and trying a little bit more things. So there's less breaks. There's definitely more talking, but we will take a little 10-second break really quick just to get our bearings really quick, and then we will come back and we will continue this conversation. Definitely, if you're enjoying the conversation, guys, you want to make sure you share the show, please. Like us on all our platforms while we're on this break if you have time to do that. Pose the questions to your friends. Share the podcast. And we will get this discussion going. So just bear with us for 1 second and we'll be right back. Okay, you guys, thank you. We are back from our break. It is shout out to Lee Scott in the chat room. It is a ladies takeover.
Period.
Okay, we don't know when Harvey's coming back. Okay, but we here today and we here tomorrow.
Yep.
So buckle in for the ride. We appreciate you guys. It is now 13 minutes after the hour of 8 here, broadcasting in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, here on the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. It's your girl, Senny J and Miss Miko here on the only place where you get your morning started right. We appreciate you guys all being here this morning, being active in the chat room, sharing the show. I just want to get a few announcements out of the way, just put a couple of reminders out there for you. June 18th, we have another comedy bash at the Iron Mule. You guys definitely want to make sure you are in the house. We're going to have a headliner hamburger and a couple of other great comedians performing. So you want to make sure you hit up Mr. Shawn Harvey for those tickets. Definitely always less when you prepay, and will be more at the door. You know, Shawn said, I don't know what the price going to be at the door. So definitely make sure you guys get your tickets. Also going to have an after party hosted by DJ Hot Sauce. So it's going to be rocking. Our party's there. You know, the word is getting out. People have been coming. So it's been a really great time. We're also going to have bowling for our graduate, which I think we're going to be announcing the winner sometimes coming up soon. We're raising money at Bardon Lanes for a graduate. They had to write an essay about, I believe, what they would do with the money or what they plan on doing in school. So we had a couple of contestants, and we're going to have them come in. So you guys make sure you look out for that. And LaShawn Oliver, if you are in the chat room, put more pertinent information because I don't have all of it right here. So we appreciate you guys, everybody that donates, everybody that participates, everybody that does everything to help make this show great. We appreciate you. And right now we are going to keep the show rolling. And my girl, Miss Miko, has some tips for us. I wonder what it will be. I'm excited.
Yeah, good morning, y'all. So, you know, I'm here with my tips every Thursday. And, you know, with spring, it's here. It's not around the corner anymore. Spring is actually here. I'm suffering from allergies. So I just thought I'll share some of my strategy for battling allergies for my fellow allergy sufferers.
Yes. And actually, I'm sorry, Miko. This is the first year that I've gotten like allergies when I went back up to the Poconos, because I'm down here in the Lehigh Valley now. And I went to one of my friend's house, and I was just, my eyes were watering.
Yes.
I was congested. I was coughing. And I was like, I got the Rona. And my friend was like, you probably have allergies. And I said, I've never had allergies before. So if this is what it feels like, that is horrible. So
yeah,
sorry, go ahead.
Horrible feeling. You see my eyes are all swollen and runny. My throat is itchy. Yeah. It's horrible, guys.
Is it pollen?
Yeah, it's pollen.
Okay.
So, you guys, allergy occurs when the immune system misidentifies the typical harmless substances such as pollen, and your body thinks it's a threat, and it tries to fight it off. So the congestion that you experience is your own body's immune system battling what it perceives as danger, but it's really not. So here are 6 strategies to use when battling seasonal allergies. The first thing that I do is you monitor your pollen count. Now, with spring allergies, they're usually caused by mold and pollen, and they can fluctuate depending on the weather. Like, for example, trees pollinate earlier during a warmer weather than the winter season. So what you will want to do is you want to know when the pollen is going to be high, so you stay indoors. And not only do you stay indoors, if you go outdoors, go straight to the shower, wash that pollen off. Trust me, you'll thank me later. You want to also start your allergy meds early. No matter where you live, start your allergy medications ahead of allergy season. So if you start several weeks in advance, you can anticipate your body immune system response. So according to Dr. Nunes, if you can get ahead of it, you're in better shape. Now, the good news is that a lot of allergy medications are available over the counter. And if it don't work after a period of time, you can always switch out from Flonase to Allegra. You can always switch out or switch between. The third thing is avoid being outdoors as much as you can. If you have pets, you wash them down more frequently, especially if they've been playing outside during the high count days. So again, if you go outside, when you come in the house, take off your shoes, take off your socks, jump in the shower, wash it out your hair, your eyes, your hand, allergies everywhere. Fourth thing you want to do is change the filters and get an air purifier. So be sure to change the filters in your home regularly, especially during allergy season. And that's going to help remove the allergens in the air that you breathe. And if possible, get a high efficiency particulate air purifier. That's the HEPA. That technology forces air through a fine mesh that traps the harmful particles, such as pollen, and then it filters other things and recirculate back into your home. So if you can, try to get that. Rinse your sinuses. Use a nasal saline to ease allergy symptoms.
Okay.
So that's something I've never done before, but I'm gonna look into that.
Yeah, I've heard somebody doing like a neti pot.
Yeah, like
thing.
a neti pot. Yeah,
Okay.
I was gonna say many people use a neti pot, so I've never stuck it up my nose. Pause and stuck it up my nose.
Right.
But I think I'm gonna look into a neti pot. I'll let you guys know how that worked for me tonight. And last but not least, if all else fails, talk to your doctor. You know, if you've tried avoiding allergens and you're taking over-the-counter medicine and you still can't find relief, make a quick phone call to your doctor. You may need a skin test or a blood test to find out exactly what allergens trigger your symptoms. And your doctor may also be able to recommend certain allergy shots that can help to retrain your immune system. So don't ignore the allergies if it's bothering you guys. And that is Miss Miko's tips. I will post them in our group room by the end of the day.
Yes, Miss Miko, thank you so much for those tips. Definitely, if you guys didn't know about allergies, and also go speak to your doctor. I'm about to go actually speak with my doctor when I go for my annual to see if they can give me an allergy test or refer me to get one done, because that really freaked me out what happened with that. And I want to know, I guess, if I'm allergic to anything else that might pop up. I remember I was pregnant, right? And I got stung by a bee. This was when I was pregnant with my daughter. And I had a panic attack. I was at the pool and like the lifeguards had to come over and give me oxygen. It was crazy.
Oh, wow.
Because I thought, because I was never stung by a bee before. And then I didn't know if I was going to be allergic. So, and then, you know, I'm pregnant and I guess like hormones and everything. I was like, oh my God, I'm allergic to bees. Like, what if something happens? And I started like hyping myself up to like this.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Yeah, I was like 6 months pregnant. And they were like, well, you know, the lifeguard at the time like put like a circle around it, and he was like, well, just, you know, watch it. And he's like, I don't think that you're allergic, because usually people have a quicker response, you know, to it. So, you know, just go to the doctor, blah, blah, blah. But everything was fine. I'm not allergic to bees. And they were like, you're good. Like,
Did you swell up or anything, or you was just freaking out? It was
I
just
was
more
just
you
freaking out. I mean,
Okay.
it did swell up a little bit because it was a sting, but it didn't like grow or anything. I didn't, you know, I wasn't like started losing my breath or got hives or anything crazy. So I think it was just me, because I heard that. And then somebody told me they were actually like, it's good if you get stung by a bee while you're pregnant, because then your kids would be immune to it. I don't know if that was true or whatever, but I don't know. Somebody told me that. I forget who told me. So get your allergies checked out. You can always develop new ones
all the time,
right?
All the time,
They say that, so you guys definitely look out for that.
Yeah. How many of you guys have allergies? Put a number 1 in the chat room if you are suffering from allergies like I am. I would like to maybe form a allergy support group in the chat room.
You need an allergy support group for the people that are allergic to like seafood. Like, bro,
oh my God,
you
like
can't be my
husband.
friend.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
How do you deal with that?
It's
Is it
bad.
all seafood? Like
Shellfish.
So like shrimp.
Yeah, shrimp, crab, lobster, that kind of stuff. Oh my God.
Can he have like fish?
Bad.
Can he have like?
He can eat like whitey snapper.
But does
like
he even want to? Does he?
No.
Do he be wanting to eat seafood, or it's just like
No, he's turned off. 100%.
He's turned off the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, he's an asthmatic. I think a lot of people with asthma, I don't think they do the shellfish thing. I could be wrong, but
that's like, do you ever feel bad if you order seafood, or do you just not do seafood either?
I don't do seafood around him at all. I do it with my girls.
Yeah.
And if I go out and I do eat seafood, I can't come home and kiss him or be around him. I have to totally wash.
Yes, you guys know I told you that story a few weeks ago or a couple months ago about a girl. She had a secondary reaction. she has, I guess, an allergic reaction to peanut butter, and her boyfriend, like, I don't know, had a protein shake or some type of thing with peanut butter in it. And when he went down there, you know, to get the nasty on and give her oral, she started having an allergic reaction. She said it started burning down there, all types of stuff. And she had to go to the hospital. And they said, next time that happens, like, homeboy needs to wash his mouth out or something, because she caught it secondhand. Yes.
Wow.
Girl, it's true. She caught it right down there from his mouth. So, you know, you got to be careful. That's why I'm just saying these allergies are so weird, and what triggers it. So, homeboy, so people that have certain allergies, I couldn't deal it if one of my friends had a seafood allergy, because I'm always like, ooh, let's go to get a boil real quick.
Right.
Or let's get so
right.
And then I always got to remember, oh, you don't eat seafood. But to me, it's like that's not my problem. Like, they serve other things at seafood restaurants. Like, you can get fries.
But he can't eat from there because they're going to use the same oil, the same cooktop that they made the seafood on to make his food. So it's like we can never go to a seafood place and him order steak. It could never happen.
You see, girl?
Yeah. So.
Or people that are allergic to strawberries.
I've never heard of a strawberry.
Yes,
allergy.
one of my girlfriends, she just found out her daughter is allergic to strawberries after she's been eating them, but she bad, her throat started closing up.
Oh,
and they said it was and she was like freaking out, whatever. She had to rush her to the hospital. They gave her EpiPen, all that, but when they did the test, they found out that she's allergic. She had a new allergy to strawberries. I'm looking at her little friend and I'm like, girl, that's horrible allergy to have.
That is.
Love me some strawberries. Put in a little champagne, freeze them. So I guess, but that's a common allergy. Peanut butter, nuts, you know, all these things. So food allergies are also.
Nyroma said that she had allergies. She was allergic to certain oils and scents.
Certain oils and scents. Well, that must be annoying. Guess you couldn't be going in Bath and Body Works or nothing.
Yeah, she said she had a surgery years ago in her nose, so oils and scents bother her.
Really?
Wow,
Naroma, that's crazy. So, like, you can't just go around smelling stuff. Like, how do you know what's for you? Or maybe you can find out what's the base you used in most of those things, that maybe it's what it is, but that's too much research. I just stay inside. No.
Hey, Princess, good morning. Princess finally woke up.
Oh, Prentice, lovely to see you this morning. Shout out to him in the chat room. I have some news for y'all, some entertainment stuff, so let's get into it really quickly. The first story that I have, which is really crazy, is the story of I don't know if you guys are watching that. Have you watched BMF on Stars?
Yes.
And season 1, it was really good. Well, the BMF star Lil Meech, who is actually the son of Big Meech, who's being portrayed, he's playing his father in the show. If nobody's ever seen it, get Stars. I think it's on sale right now. You can get 3 months for 2 cents. So you guys go sign up for Stars. I'm saving my Stars sign up for this promotion they got for when P Valley comes back. You watch that, girl?
Yes.
I love that show. I can't get enough, but this has been taking way too long. So, but if you haven't seen BMF yet, go see it. It's a really good story. But anyway, the star of it, Little Meech, he was busted for stealing a $250,000 Richard Mille watch. I know, Tamiko, you're familiar with all these high-end brands.
Serious.
What's Richard Mille? It's a big watch or whatever.
Very expensive watch.
Okay. Well, Lil Meech allegedly stole this watch and got caught, leading to his arrest for grand theft. The 22-year-old actor rapper, handpicked by 50 Cent to star as his dad, Big Meech, in the BMF series, got booked on 2 counts of first-degree grand theft and a separate count of organized fraud. On March 14th, cops say the actor walked into Miami's Haymov Jewelers back in February and put a down payment on the Richard Mille using his $80,000 platinum Rolex.
You gotta put a picture up of the watch.
Oh, yes. Thank you for that.
And look at the price tag on the watch.
Look at these. Hold on. They look weird. Hold on one second. Hello, caller. Hold on one moment. if you guys look,
You see the watch?
I mean, it looks very intricate.
Look at the price tag, Senny.
The price, $6,596,200.
Very expensive watch.
What? These watches? Go look up Richard Mille, y'all. Can't get into focus. Wow. So your little 80,000 Rolex wasn't doing anything.
I know.
Hold on one second. Let me get this. Hello, Shawn Harvey Morning Show.
Good morning, ladies, queens. It's Nyroma.
Hey, Nyroma. Good morning.
Roro, aka Roro.
Yeah, hey,
You're doing a great job. But yes, what I was talking about the allergies. So especially certain Muslim oils, like different oils, I cannot take the smell. Different scents that you plug in to put in the house, I can't take that smell. Certain cleaning products, I can't take the smell. So certain things irritated. But after I had the surgery, because I had a polyp in my nose, the doctor prescribed me Analasting. It's a nasal spray. I don't have no problems.
Oh, nice.
Wow. Well, that's really great. Narona.
And I suffered for years.
Like you never knew what it was?
No, I didn't know that I was allergic to shellfish, even though I still eat shrimp every now and again, but I don't eat a lot of shellfish like I used to. But I knew from the age of 15, I had allergies really bad. I couldn't go to work, couldn't go to school. My eyes was runny, watery, nose. It was horrible. But after I had the surgery, and that was just in the 2000 or something, when I had the surgery, 2008, I didn't have no problems.
Wow.
Too tough after that.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Well, so this was the surgery was to get over your allergies, or?
No, it was to remove a polyp, because I guess that built up after years of suffering, right? And not draining. You know how they have that stuff where you drain your nose?
Right.
I forgot what you call it, the little potty thing.
Yeah, neti pot.
Right. But also eucalyptus, if you could get the plant and put it in your shower, that helps. Or the oil and rub it under your nose, it opens up the airway.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good, Naroma. I'm glad that you finally got that straightened out, but I know that could be, well, what happens when you smell the stuff? Is it a really bad reaction?
Yeah, it turns me off. It burns up my nose. I sneeze. It's like a very uncomfortable feeling.
Oh, okay.
Even I had to, when I met my daughter, I had to unplug the, those plugins.
Yeah.
Because if I keep smelling, like she has some candles burning here, girl, I got a sinus headache.
Oh, no.
So it's certain things that really get to me, but nothing like I used to suffer.
Oh, okay.
Nothing like it used to be. So that nasal spray that I use in my nose every day, it really helps. No other nasal spray will help me, but that Analesting, however you say it,
right,
is very good, and I make sure I get it.
Okay, well,
we're glad you're better.
Yes, and I'm so glad you're better, Naroma. Naroma, have you be out here telling these men why they turn you off, by how they look?
No, about what they do in the bedroom, I sure will tell them in a minute.
That's right. Naroma's gonna let you know, bro.
No, but as far as the nuts, if they're not keeping themselves up to part or something, yeah, I would let them know. I just told my daughter father yesterday. I was like, yo, old behind, he's a year younger than me, but he's not taking care of himself. I said, look at you. He told me I don't look good. I said, no.
She said, no, you don't.
Absolutely not.
And you funky. No,
because he's not, drinking and carrying on, not taking care of himself properly. So I'm like, no, I'm not going to fake jacks and say, yeah, you do. And if he did, because he used to, I would say, yeah.
Right. I know, Ro. You keep it real, and that's why we appreciate you.
Right. But I used to not say much, except for certain days I just couldn't. Like if they feet stunk or something, I'm going to let them know.
Right.
Breath smelling, I'm going to let them know. Certain things, I can't hold back, you know?
Right.
But other things, I don't have to always hurt somebody's feelings. I don't really be trying to hurt their feelings. I be trying to help them, you know?
Right.
No, I know,
So-
Naroma. Oh, well, thank you for
So
calling,
with
Naroma.
that man make that statement to you, and you seen the things in his house of African stuff, you know, and he made the statement to you, whether he was playing or not playing, you could have said, well, I don't like to see all them African statues for somebody who don't like natural hair, because to
Right.
me that's you faking jacks. Look,
Right.
you could respond that way, but you know, sometimes we don't have to respond, you know, and we don't have to get upset. He might have been joking, because it seemed like he would have been joking for him to make a statement like that and have statues in his house, all, you know, Afro eccentric. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that too, and that's why, you know, I felt like, you know, after I told him that, if he would have been humble and just been like, you know what, I'm sorry if what I said offended you, I didn't mean that, you know, like
Right.
that, and da-da-da-da, I would have continued on, but he just got defensive, so I was like, okay, you gonna stand on it? Me too. And just
Right.
kept it
Oh,
moving.
he got defensive, then something's wrong, because that's the proper thing to say. Because everything that we joke about, I find that even as me being a comedian, everything, people don't take it as a joke. You know what I mean? I
Right.
said something one day, and my cousin was saying they didn't laugh at that. I was saying, you know, is people been down in my building, and it could be something that's causing. I hope I'm not next. I was not trying to be funny. I was dead serious, but she thought because I'm a comedian, I was joking. I was not joking. I told her I wasn't joking, but people didn't take that as a joke. You know what I mean?
Right. No, I
So
totally
I
get it.
didn't mean wasn't taking it for them to laugh. I was serious. I hope I'm not next. People, every time I come back home, somebody found dead in the house.
What? Gosh.
Yeah. Yes. It's about 4 people who died in my building. You know, I just keep praying. You know, I don't know. It could have been any health, or it could have been something in the building. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's why I made the statement. But everybody don't take certain things as a joke. I'm sure Chris Rock knows, and other comedians know. Everybody don't take your jokes as a joke. You know?
Absolutely. That's why we gotta watch what we say, girl.
All the time.
Yeah, well, I try to, but sometimes I can't help it. I just trust in Jehovah God. Look, help me out. Look, you know?
Yes.
But I'm going to get back in there, and y'all doing a great job. I'm so glad I was able to tune in, because I'm here with my grandchildren, watching them. My daughter celebrates. She in Belize, so
Oh, wow.
I'm here in Brooklyn watching my grands, so
Oh, well,
that gets
that's
me up
lovely.
early, because they got to get up like 6 in the morning to go to school.
Yeah. Oh, well, we appreciate that, Roro, and tell your grandkids we
Yes.
said, hey, you're a great grandma. We love that. We
Yes.
love it. We
Yes.
love the grandmas that step in every once in a while, you know.
Yes, yep. Once in a while, girl. I ain't that kind of grandma do it all the time. Look.
No, I hear you. But have a good day.
I love y'all.
We
Thanks
love
for
you
And
too.
I'm
calling,
gonna get back in
Roro.
the chat room. Everybody have a blessed day, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Y'all know I love when Naroma calls. She always coming through with the gems as well. Okay, back to the story really quick. Lil Meech, Big Meech's son, who's notorious drug gang, he is in jail, but his son was arrested for allegedly stealing a Richard Mille watch, which Miss Miko just showed us. Very expensive watches, upward in the neighborhood of $6 million. However, the cops say the actor walked into Miami's Highmouth Jewelers back in February and put a down payment on the Richard Mille watch using his $80,000 platinum Rolex, which is just a drop in the bucket. Not even
Right.
compared to these watches that I'm
Right.
sure he was trying to get. But he allegedly failed to pay the remaining $200,000 balance and never returned the watch. So I guess they let him take the watch, leave his Rolex, And then he went on about his way. Cops also accused him of trying to trade the watch for a different Richard Mille piece at a different store. Wow. Records show Meech was released on bond the same day he was arrested, $1.4 million. Lil Meech hasn't reacted to charges publicly, but he recently posted an Instagram photo shoot to let fans know he's unbothered. Season 2 of BMF is set to begin filming in Atlanta, and 50 hopefully doesn't have to subtract Lil Meech from the equation. Because I'm so selfish, as soon as I seen this, I was like, what's gonna happen to the show season 2?
Congratulations, he played himself. Like, you can't be serious.
Why would you you were trying to do a bait and switch, sir. You was trying to take, I wonder what other kind of watch you were trying to get. But also, it's like, okay, but where's your money? Or maybe you do have a little money. You're just living outside of your means. Right. You cannot afford a Richard Mille. That's it. Like, okay, maybe one of your little friends will gift it for you, or maybe 50 would get it for you, or maybe you just need to put in that work. But you can't be a person of your stature, up and coming, and doing petty little stuff like this. This doesn't even make any sense. It's petty, it's stupid, and you played yourself. And now everybody knows that you don't got the money and you out here acting fugazi. Right. So I'm very disappointed in you, Lil Meech. And yeah, that's that with that. So another story that I thought was very interesting is Evelyn Lazada.
She annoys me.
Yeah, she just is making the rounds. I know she's usually is making the rounds because she's usually talking about her past relationship with Ocho Cinco.
Leave him alone.
Yeah, right. She's always talking about him in his mouth. But you know, why are you addressing it all the time? But Evelyn's out. She come under father for how she is parenting her son. 1 second, I'm just gonna pull it up for you because her son apparently, she put up a viral image of her son. He was
of his room.
Of his room door, and he had all these signs on it. Signs that said, beware, get the hell out of here. Another sign that said, I don't want to go to school. I just want to relax. I just want to break the rules. He had different various things on his door. And she was met with scrutiny when sharing a post about her son, Carl Leo Crawford. In a video, Lazada quickly pans his door where there's controversial signs. There's another sign that just separately says, get the hell out of here. In the video's text, she wrote, he don't know I will bust this door all the way down, with a laughing emoji. Evelyn, she said she may have found laughter in her son's choice of expressing himself, but for people on social media, the video was the perfect springboard to criticize her. People saying my mama would have took the door off the hinges. The door would no longer be there. Those signs wouldn't have made it out the printer if I was her mama. But it did not take long for others to attack her, sharing the clip, saying she thinks this is cute. It's giving raising a menace energy. Look at the parents. It's crazy that she allows this, and like mother, like son. Another person suggested that Lazada was behind the signs being placed on the door and not her son, stating she just put on there to make a video. Evelyn has not addressed any of the criticism online. It's been going on the past couple days. Of course, you know, she shares this son with Carl Crawford. He's a former baseball player. So I don't know, Prentice, if you know, was he a good baseball player or no? Was he putting numbers up there? If anybody knows, I don't follow any type of sports. I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, to me, people gonna do, like, some people let their kids curse, you know? It was a no for me. You know, my kids try it sometimes, like act like they're saying something else, like sugar honey iced tea, and, you know, oh darn mom, and like other stuff like HE double hockey sticks and stupid stuff that I used to say too when I was younger. But so this just might be, I mean, I think everybody just wants to point out something bad, but also it's kind of like if he did put those signs up, you do kind of like, why would you let him have like such, I would encourage my child to have something uplifting on their door, not something so kind of like dark. Do you agree? Did your kids, well, your daughter, did she ever put anything on her walls or like on her door? Like, you know how some kids have those signs like get out of here, beware, da da da.
Yeah, she has the same sign she's had up since what is it? What is her sign? A beautiful mess or something like that.
Oh,
she's
okay,
a hot
that's
mess.
cute.
No, her sign says a hot mess, and she is. She is a hot mess, and she's had that sign since she was like maybe like 7 or 8.
Oh, okay.
And that was it.
Oh, that's so cute.
But someone in the chat room, let me try to go back. They said, but I'm sure you bought the signs. Oh, Vanetta George says. So did Evelyn buy the signs? Where did he get said signs from?
Right,
Where
right.
did the signs come from?
That's why somebody said she either bought them or she printed them out to put on there. So, yeah, so she agrees with this behavior. So, okay, Evelyn, you got it, whatever. Speaking of children, a 2-year-old shocks his mom by ordering 31 McDonald's cheeseburgers through DoorDash. Kids do and say the darndest things. Kelsey Burkhalter, her son Barrett, used her unlocked phone to order $61.58 worth of McDonald's delivery from the restaurant, which is 6 miles from their home.
Oh my.
After a $16 tip and app fees, the entire order was $91.70. She posted about her experience on Facebook, and she said she thought her son had just been taking photos of himself. He was really just flicking it around and making like roller coaster moves with his arms and fingers, she said. I thought he was just looking at his reflection and carrying the phone around. And about 30 minutes later, I got a text from the DoorDash company that was like, hey, it's going to take a little bit longer than usual to get your order. She was confused by the text, but figured she had ordered lunch for her other 2 kids to their school where she also works and had forgotten. What? She even let the school know to expect 2 Happy Meals. First of all,
that is
what
funny.
School gets DoorDash?
DoorDash.
She said, I even called my admin and was like, hey, I'm not here today, but apparently I ordered DoorDash so you could keep a lookout for them. Just as someone from the school let her know that the kid's order didn't arrive, a delivery driver knocked on her door at home. She said, so I go and open the door, and there's this girl standing there, and she's like, your 31 cheeseburgers? She said, I just stared at her for like 15 seconds, and then I just took them, and I was just like, oh, okay. And she was like, thank you for the tip. Oh, boy, I said. And I went in and I checked my phone, and sure enough, the order was placed at the exact time that he was playing with the phone. She said that the moment she learned DoorDash do not require any face recognition or secondary security checks to place an order, but more immediately she needed to do something with all the food. She said he actually doesn't even like cheeseburgers. He only ate half of one. We had about 30 and a half cheeseburgers. She said she posted in a local Facebook group to see if anybody wanted to swing by and get a free burger. One woman was pregnant, and she said one woman was pregnant and she wanted 6. I said, you know what? I was pregnant 3 times. Have them. So that was great.
That was sweet.
So, but to me, I mean, I use DoorDash all the time.
It's a feel-good story.
Yeah, it is. That's kind of cute. But I would be like kind of pissed. I think you should have called DoorDash and like tried to dispute it. But what happened? When I use DoorDash, it does ask you if you want to confirm this order, and then depending on how you have pay set up, it does do a secondary check. It asks you all these things before, but I guess if it popped up and her son just kept hitting yes or whatever he was doing, I guess then that's what
you know
happened.
how kids get when they're playing with the phone and something pops up, they just want to get off that screen. So
yeah.
Maybe that's what's happening.
I don't know. That was very weird. So, but shout out to her and for spreading the love to the community. That's what we like to see. Also, in other news, I thought this was great use of ingenuity and a great use of ingenuity. A man was making $2,000 a day from his home selling marijuana from a vending machine.
Oh, yeah. Genius.
A Detroit man was making $2,000 a day for 4 years selling marijuana from a vending machine attached to his home. The man was arrested last week and charged with illegally possessing guns. The government says he freely explained how he made a living when they arrived with a search warrant. Agents were aware of the machine because they had made purchases to collect evidence in February and March. Agents discovered 18 firearms throughout the house, dozens of rounds of ammunition, and several pounds of suspected marijuana. I don't know what else are you suspecting.
Someone told on them. Somebody got caught up and told on them.
I mean, if he was doing it for 4 years, I mean, the FBI, how long do y'all need to do, what is it called, recon on someone before you actually step in? So, I mean, I don't even know how he was doing that. I mean, are you allowed to have vending machines attached to your house?
I don't see why not. It's my house. It's personal property.
Right.
So I can put anything I want on my property.
So you could. So very enterprising young man. Hopefully he has enough money stashed away that he can get out of this situation.
Right.
But I'm sure you have to have some type of licenses and things like that in order to sell that stuff out of a vending machine. An EMT was shot in back of an ambulance by an intoxicated man they were treating in Staten Island. What is going on out here in these streets? It's getting crazy out here. An EMT was shot in an ambulance by an intoxicated man. The wild chain of events began after EMTs from Richmond University Medical Center picked up the patient from in front of the Funky Monkey Lounge on Forest Avenue and Llewellyn Place. Y'all know where that is?
Is that Funky Monkey? I think that's what you gonna call this old spot. Big Ange.
Really?
Yeah,
Funky
Big
Monkey
Ange.
Lounge?
I think that's her old place. I've been to that place.
Okay, well,
yeah.
They got a call to go over there and reported the man identified by police as 37-year-old Thomas McCauley to be drunk and disorderly. The EMTs placed the man in the back of the ambulance and proceeded toward the hospital. About a mile into the transport, McCauley allegedly pulled a gun out of his waistband and fired a shot, striking a 25-year-old striking a 25-year-old male EMT in the shoulder. The ambulance driver immediately pulled over. The perpetrator then fled out of the back of the ambulance on foot before he was apprehended with the help of a retired NYPD detective and an off-duty Department of Sanitation lieutenant. The wounded EMT was transported by the ambulance driver to the hospital. A .38 caliber revolver was recovered at the scene. McCauley was also allegedly in possession of a knife and mace. What is going on out here? Charges against him were pending as of early Thursday. Don't y'all check people before y'all put them in the back of the ambulance?
I think they're supposed to.
So that was, y'all didn't do what you were supposed to do, but homeboy's running around with a gun and he shot someone. So
or loosey goosey.
That I would feel bad for that EMT person. They're just there to help people. So
Doing their job.
Things are getting crazy out here, you guys. Have your wits about you and keep the head on swivel, as we say on here. But that is the last story that I have for you guys. It has been a great show. We do appreciate you guys. Yes.
I wanted to do just a quick
yes. Miss Migo has a throwback. It is Throwback Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay, girl, my bad. Y'all still got some more show.
It's a real quick story.
Yes, go ahead.
Today, May 19th, 1998, DMX released his debut album, It's Dark and Hell is Hot, featuring the Rough Riders anthem. And that was produced by the up-and-coming Swiss Beats at the time, and it debuted as #1 in America. So shout out to DMX, Rough Riders, and Swiss Beats.
Yes, I love that. What album was it?
It's Dark and Hell is Hot.
Yes.
That had the Rough Riders anthem. Stop, drop. That was hot.
The police is outside right now.
It's drum outside the studio,
they
guys.
For yes, what's going on? Like the police are outside, you guys, like with the lights and everything. That's hilarious. And we also have a bird's nest in here. I have to show you guys.
It's so pretty though.
Yeah, I have to I want to get a picture of it because I think she's sitting on babies, and when they hatch, it's gonna be so cute. It's literally right in front of our window. But yes, that is a great Throwback Thursday. Thank you so much for that, Miss Miko. I love that. Is a really great album. It's very you know, I like rap when it's angry, you know.
The energy was just so high. It was good energy.
It was. We're gonna have to listen to that today. So that happened on this day today in 1998. Yeah. So that's great. We appreciate you guys all for listening. Please make sure you share the show. We need our shares up. And continue to rock with us. Come back. We're going to be here. You going to be here tomorrow, Miss Miko?
I'll be here.
Hopefully, because you know she be jet setting. She'd be like, oh, I'm going to Turks and Caicos for the weekend.
I'll be going in about 10 days, y'all, but I'll keep you posted.
Yes, keep us posted. You need to come up back with some traveling tips for us. We appreciate you guys. We will see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Yeah. Go, be free.
Bye, guys.
Drink some, whatever. Bye. We will see you later.
Laters, guys.